Hey guys, Ziendo here with another Boomkin Arena gameplay, this time on the Grand Arena. I got two of these for you today. Alright, so this is a Holy Priest and a Windwalker Monk. Windwalkers have been showing up a lot more in Arena, as you can probably tell if you guys have been playing Arena. They're pretty strong this season. They have a lot of off-heal capabilities, and if the player knows how to play a Windwalker, they will pretty much kill everybody. Between Touch of Karma and just their overall stun locks, they can pretty much DR you to death. As long as they've got the right setup. So people are still kind of learning how to play Windwalker, so when you do run into the exceptionally skilled Windwalker, it kind of screws you over. As you can see here, they started going straight for me. They didn't get me. I was in cat form, and I decided that I didn't want to get opened up on right away, especially on a Windwalker, and he wasted some of his cooldowns to try to find me. As you can see, he immediately pops Zwen, and we are just putting everything out that we can on this monk, so he can burn his cooldowns as quickly as possible. Sorry about that. Alright, so anyways, Zwen's still on me. I have dots on him. I have dots on the monk. I am stunned because he Fist of Fury'd me as I used the portal, and somehow I still got stunned. Which is okay, I guess, but it's kind of sucked. But here you see me, I just heal up real quick. I have switched to Heart of the Wild, so I do use that in clutch healing situations. I just feel it's a little bit better than Nature's Vigil right now for Arena. And that's just because I don't necessarily need the overall. I don't need that 10% burst on a minute and a half. I much rather have Heart of the Wild, which gives me 6% more stamina, and it also gives me 6% more intel passively, and then its other ability basically makes me a mini healer. And that actually makes me almost as strong as a regular Resto Druid, so I'm quite fond of it. As you can see here, we start fucking up the monk again. He is on Valfor. Valfor's like, hey, please get him away from me, please get him away from me, because I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Windwalkers can mess up. They're a mage killer, man. They're a wizard slayer. They can just lock you out of everything permanently. Ring of Peace, Touch of Karma screws you over. What else screws you over? Spearhand Strike can be used from ranged, and then there's just overall stuns. Like, they're just they're wizard slayers. That's the bottom line. So for us to fight Windwalkers, it's really, really hard for us, and we have to play a little bit more defensively than you see. Like right here, I didn't go in there, so I can try to get the immediate kill on him. The priest is already having a hard enough time trying to keep his buddy up. It looks like I didn't even see that priest cast a heal there. I think he was trying to drink, because he had already expended quite a bit of mana, just trying to keep his buddy alive. As you can see here, I get stuck in Fist of Fury. No big deal. I just pop Barkskin, and I immediately start dotting everybody I can. I was going to CC the healer back here, but Valfor got him with a quick fear, and we were able to ensure that we can pretty much get the kill anytime we want, because he did trinket that fear, which was smart because his buddy had kind of screwed himself over. And so we go right in here, and we just start opening up on this monk with everything we have. I get a quick kill because the freeze is silenced. He doesn't know what to do, and as you can see, he's using his AoE chakra instead of his single target chakra, which really screwed him over. And that's game right there, guys. So it was a pretty quick kill on the monk, but that's kind of how PvP is right now. It's play and just play as defensively as you can. Just wait for that opening, basically, and pretty much anybody can do that as long as they know how to play their class. That's why some of the higher rated stuff just takes, it takes 25 minutes to kill somebody. Anyhow, now we go into the next clip. This next clip is actually on Blade Fist. This is a Feral Druid and a Disc Priest, and as you guys know previously, before this video, if you guys have watched my previous videos, Feral Druids just rip through me pretty easy. This particular Feral, he started opening up on Valfor, and he started doing that because he did not want Valfor to get his portal up, and that's how we kind of been forcing Stealthies out as we've been having Valfor put up his portal. It does add that extra dimension to our fight, and it enables us to kite a lot more classes a lot easier with very little cost. I mean, it's got like a 10-second or a 20-second CD before we can use the portal again, and it recharges very, very quickly, so it's very strong if you can get it up. Unfortunately, it is a 5-second cast, so if you can't get it up in the start of the arena, you're kind of screwed. But it's very important that you do get it up, or else you won't be able to, you're not going to get very far with our particular comp. So right here, the priest is playing he's playing kind of in between offense and defense. As you can see, like, he's opening up his offense on me instead of on Val, and he's not really helping his buddy slow down the actual kill target, and he's not particularly killing me. So at this point, I'm just locking up the healer because I figured we might be able to get a kill back here, but he popped my Ursoc. And then he just starts fighting in bear form so that he doesn't die immediately, and the priest gets him up, or life swaps, which was good for us. We made him burn a major cooldown, which is something that we really try to push as quickly as possible. And as you can see, I'm in Super Boom here, and I'm just trying to put a little bit of pressure on this priest. He's not too terrified of me, so I can't do enough damage to kill him by myself at this point because I had already used my actual Celestial Alignment portion of my cooldowns, so everything was up to the priests, or everything was up to Valfor at that point to do the burst that we needed, but we had already kind of burned our cooldown. So at this point, I'm just going to heal up to full. I'm going to heal Valfor as Valfor kites the Feral, and then I'm going to try to put a little bit more offense onto the Disco and kind of put him in a little bit of a tougher position than what he is with the actual Feral. The smarter thing might have been to do is just to hit him with hit the priest with cyclones, but I knew that eventually we were going to go for the straight up kill, and we had already burned life swap, and the Feral wasn't overly, he was taking way too much damage to be actual threat to Valfor, and Valfor wasn't taking enough damage to be stressing out. Like he hadn't even popped his major cooldowns yet, and as you can see here, he's at a quarter health, gone, and he's kiting the Feral quite easily. Obviously, the Feral doesn't know how to, shift around and get to him the fastest. So right here, I get half feared. I just sit in the half fear, and I'm just playing with the healer at this point, and just trying to keep him away from the Feral so Valfor can try to get the Feral in a tight spot. However, the Feral decides to switch over to me, or attempt to switch over to me, and Valfor's taking a lot of damage from Rip, or whatever it's called, Rake, I think it's called. He's taking a lot of damage from Rake, so I threw a rejuve on him on top of his own rejuve to try to help him out, and I haven't used any major cooldowns yet because I haven't been hit. So as you can see, the priest is already down. He's down at quarter health, and we decide, oh, we're going to kill this priest. So I get on this Feral. I get on both of them. I dot him up real quick, and then I get the kill on the priest with Valfor's help, of course, due to him being, stunning the druid and such. And then the druid leaves here right about now. So they just didn't have the damage to play a healer DPS comp, and that was mostly because the Feral was playing. He's playing a little bit wrong in my opinion, but I'm not a Feral, so I know burst damage on the Boomkin. You can't do it with a healer comp, so I don't know how he would do it with how Ferals do with a healer comp. We have gotten beat by them before, so I just think he was undergeared probably. Anyhow, so this one is a Paladin Mage real quick. It's a really fast game, so pay attention here. He pops full cooldowns on me. He doesn't have wings up yet, but I kind of blink away and I immediately start healing myself. The Frost Mage, of course, popped all his cooldowns on Valfor. They switched targets, they switched up targets for some reason. At this point, I am going down. I'm getting hit pretty hard. I had to pop Heart of the Wild so I can heal up and get dots on me, and then I had to pop Might of Ursoc with my Hellstone. I try to lock up the Mage here so I can try to force an Ice Block. Mages are really famous for once they're in a Solar Beam, for some reason they'll block immediately, which what this individual did. He blocked and Cold Snap so he wouldn't die as quickly, which was fine, but then that kind of left his buddy in a hard spot, and his buddy had already used his bubble as well, so we just decided, hey, we'll kill the Paladin really quick, and I have Super Boom up, and I'm like, okay, no problem. And I'm having a hard time chasing him. I don't want to shift around too much, as I did have Super Boom up. It would have been a big deal, but I was being hit constantly, so there was no point in me really shifting that. And the Paladin was playing, he wasn't playing defensively, he was playing way too offensively for me to worry about actually having to chase him down and get that kill. Anyhow, we get the kill on the rat right here. Mage is already dead, and that's the game. Anyhow, guys, thank you. Please comment, like, subscribe, and tell me what you guys want to see in the future. Thank you guys for watching.